gonna start recording this.
All right. So, let's see. Normally I start this by rambling about something and saying, oh yeah, welcome back to the Real Shit Podcast. And joining with a special guest today, Nick.
How's it going?
So this is the first guest that I've ever had on the Real Shit Podcast. And I just like to make the comment of, sick setup, dude.
Thanks.
Thanks for hooking me up. Usually I use a studio at the college I go to, but Nick was nice enough to open up his own home and his own personal studio so we could sit down and do another podcast. And like I said, this is the first time I'm having a guest on, so it's going to be pretty interesting.
First time having a guest and probably a lot of technical issues.
Yeah, that's true, but we're going to full send and see what happens. So topic-wise, if I'm being honest, I had no idea what to come up with. Yeah,
There's absolutely nothing.
We've been talking for about a good, 2 weeks or so about, maybe even 3. Thank you.
Beverages?
The cold frosty kind, always the best.
Frothy, not frosty.
Frothy. No, but anyways, we've been talking about doing this for, what would you say, about 2 to 3 weeks now, trying to figure out a topic and
a time, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. So, finally got the time, and one of the topics, funny enough, I've already done a podcast before talking about life in the workplace, and yes, well, that's why I figured that Nick, you would be able to help indulge on this story and share some of your own experience.
No one likes working.
That is true.
Get over yourself.
No, that's half the issue. But no, I guess, anyways, I'll start with my story and what really ticked me off. Funny enough, this was today.
I've got a story from today, too.
Oh, there you go. So I'll tell mine, and then you tell yours, and then
we'll tell each other secrets.
No, so I guess anyways, to start with, I don't know if I ever mentioned it before on the podcast, any previous podcast, shall I say, but I am an automotive detailer. I'm not going to say where because I just don't want to do that. I usually try to keep names and places confidential.
You can. I really don't give a shit. What is Best Buy going to do? Fire me? Oh, no.
But no, usually...
Because I'm talking shit about my coworkers?
No, usually I'll try to keep at least, especially when I'm talking about people in specifically. I'll try to keep their names somewhat out of it, simply because of the fact that I know that it's just something that, like, I know if they were to listen to it. I mean, obviously, I have no problem with discussing being like, yo, hey, you're a complete jackass.
Douche.
Yeah. No, that's accurate. But usually it's one of those things, you tend to offend people, step on people's toes because people don't understand and they're not willing to open up their mind.
Snowflakes.
Exactly. So with that being said, I'll start the story. So anyways, I'm an automotive detailer, and today we had a car come in that was a 2013 Chevy Camaro.
Ooh.
Yeah, ooh, it's only a V6, so it was pretty gay, to be honest. I mean, it still did burnouts, which, I had some fun going to the gas station and coming back.
And that's why you don't disclose your workplace.
Exactly. That's it. That's exactly why.
Because you'll get fired.
Yeah, yep. But but anyway, this car was absolutely shot. And the sad part is the car only has 70,000. Well, actually, no, it has 70,000 miles on it. Which, I mean, for a 2013 and it's a Camaro, that's not awful.
No, that's a summer drive.
Yeah, that's a summer drive car. Well, it's a convertible too.
So they were only driving that shit in the summer.
Yep. But the deal was with this car was that it's black. So black cars tend to show scratches, dings, paint chips, whatever. They tend to show them a lot more than something on the lines of a white car would. Simply because of the fact that the white can hide.
You don't see half the shit on my car.
Exactly. But anyways, this car is absolutely shot, and there's scratches all over the damn thing. And me being a detailer, obviously, the correct thing to do for this car, which in case you're not familiar with detailing, it's fine. I'll try to explain it the best as I possibly can. The car basically needed to be wet sanded and buffed in order for it to get it right. But we don't have the equipment, and honestly, I don't know how to wet sand. So we don't have the equipment, and we don't have the knowledge to be able to do the job. The only thing that I could do was buff the car. And when you buff a car, usually, if you know what the hell you're doing and you care enough to actually do it right, depending on what type of shape the car is in, you'll start out with a wool pad. And then you will use a compound, which is like a cutting compound, which is more of a grittier, heavy-dutier compound. And basically, like buffing, what it kind of is, and mostly what it is basically you're removing oxidation from the paint. That's what it is. A lot of people just assume that buffing is taking scratches out, which isn't actually true to a degree. Yes, depending on how light the scratches are, and considering oxidation. Basically, if this stuff's light enough, yeah, it has potential to come out. But this car was absolutely trashed, and part of the reason why is whether people believe it or not, and I keep preaching it because it's super important, is that, let's just have this quick conversation. Taking your car to the car wash and paying to go through the automatic car wash is the shittiest and worst thing you can do for your vehicle. Think about all those brushes. Right? Think of how many dirty cars those brushes wash. Do you think those brushes are ever cleaned?
No, probably not.
No,
ever.
Exactly. They're not. So imagine those dirty bristles going over your car. Guess what that does to your paint?
No, it's going to scratch the fuck out of it.
It's going to scratch the hell out of it. And that's what I'm going to assume.
That's how you get swirlies.
Swirlies? No, but...
Not the kind you're thinking of.
No, but, so obviously with this car being black, and it was a summer car because it's convertible, whatever, I'm assuming that the previous owner probably took it through a car wash because that's how you get most of the scratches. But anyways, I set out to buff this car, and basically I was going to have to go through 3 stages of buffing, and basically, as far as I'm concerned, buffing is a very, very tedious process because you have to wash the car, you have to get the car perfectly clean, then you have to dry the car off, then you got to buff the whole thing with cutting compound and your wool pad.
I hate washing my own car.
And that's just washing, bud. That's just washing.
I hate washing my own car.
Well, are you ready for this? Are you ready to hear it? There's more. There's more. Basically, in order to do it right, and especially the car that I was doing, it should have been buffed at least 3 different times. And basically, you go over it with the wool pad and the cutting compound. And basically what I did was, it was bad enough, I went over it twice. The whole car, twice. With the wool pad and cutting compound. And basically at that point, and you can imagine, you're using this buffer, and this is basically this foam pad goes on the buffer, and the buffer spins. And you can imagine that after a while, think of all the buffing compound that is splattered all over this car. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, when you do that, you have to wipe all that shit off. But then what you're supposed to do is you're actually supposed to wash the car to ensure that you get everything off. So it's such a tedious process. And I mean, it's one of those things where it's just long, it's tedious, and it's annoying. Probably like this podcast. But
this isn't tedious. What's tedious is constantly having to, scroll over to make sure everything's recording at a constant rate.
And make sure that that your audio's there and my
audio's there.
Other than
that, it's fine.
Yeah, it's perfect. But so anyways, I'll get back to the story here because what we want to discuss is the topic, which I should have mentioned this probably a good 5 minutes ago.
How much we hate people.
Yes. But so anyways.
There's going to be so much distortion on this. I'm going to have to do a lot of fixing later.
Yeah, but, I think it'll probably be the best sounding one out of all of them that I've done. We'll find out.
Exactly.
But no, so basically anyways, to cut the story short, I pretty much ran out of time. where I buffed the car twice with the wool pad and cutting compound. Went over the whole car twice, washed all that compound off, and then sprayed some wet wax on it just to basically protect the paint because I'm not going to be able to get to the car till tomorrow. And I told my boss, look, I am more than willing to every single night when I come in because I work night shift. I am more than willing keep the car in the shop if possible. Don't take it outside. Don't let the car sit outside. That's all I ask because if the sun beats down on it, you'll see all the compound. And if I didn't get everything off, it'll freaking burn it on. Exactly, you got to do it again, and it's annoying because I still have to buff that car 2 more times yet with a foam pad, which is like a softer pad, and basically I have to go over it with 2 more different types of compounds. Got to go over it with like they're both everything that we use tends to be liquid, but there's different types of compound or whatever. But anyways, that doesn't matter.
Do you use clay?
A clay bar?
Yeah.
Yes, actually, funny enough, when I washed the car the first time, I clayed it, then dried it all off. Because there's 2 different types of methods you can do with clay barring, and I don't want to ramble on forever, but one of the quick ways that I do it, which I mean it works, and it's quick and it's easy, is basically you wash the whole car, and what I'll go do is soap it over again, and basically use the water and the soap as your
the buffer for
lubricant.
the clay bar?
Well, your
lubricant. There you go. That's the
so
word
you can
I was
take the
looking
clay
for.
bar. Yes. So yeah, there's that way. They actually makes types of lube for it. I knew it. I knew it was coming, and I just
You knew the way I looked at you was just like,
see. Yes. Too bad. We almost need to set up a camera.
Yummy.
We need to set up, dude. We need to set up a camera because I kid you not. As I'm saying lube, I look over at you.
I'm a 21-year-old in the 12-year-old's body.
Yeah, and I'm 19 and let's just go with 10. But no, so anyways, getting back to it.
You ain't that fit. What are you talking about?
No, but anyways, getting back to the story here. Basically, I still have to buff the car 2 more times. But as I'm washing the car, like washing all the compound off the car and like making sure that the car is clean, one of my coworkers who thinks that he's king shit, and there might be 1 or 2 of my coworkers that actually listen to this podcast, so I don't want to indulge too much. But let's just say that I am more experienced and I am valued.
You know who you are, motherfucker.
Exactly. I am valued much higher than he is, and I have more experience than he does.
You're repeating yourself.
And also, yeah, I'm just better. I've seen the way this guy. He thinks he's really good.
There are some times when you're working, you just know you're fucking better than everyone else in that goddamn building, or at least in that department.
Exactly, and you don't mean to be an asshole about it, but you're just simply better. I mean, that's. Let's just be honest. You're simply better, and basically
you're simply
this
better.
guy.
You've been working at it longer. You know what you're doing. So when you get the new people that come in and think they're hot shit, they're not.
Yep. No, but anyways, he looks at me, and he's like, "You still have to go over that with the foam pad." And I looked at him, I'm like, "Yeah, I know, but we close at 8, and it's 7:40, motherfucker. And I'm not gonna have time to go over it with the foam pad today. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna dry it off. I'm gonna wax it real quick, just with a simple wet wax. Not a big deal. Just to help protect it in case if the thing for whatever reason was to be put outside, even though I specifically said not to put it outside. But I've worked at the place long enough where I know that."
No one
Everyone's
listens?
a freaking retard, and they don't listen, and it's annoying. But this guy thinks he's king shit, and most of the stuff he does is funny. We've had complaints from the sales department, which is actually 2 different dealerships put together that I work for, which, you know, whether that's too much information or not, I don't think it is.
No, that's not.
I didn't say the dealerships.
You're not revealing names. I mean, you can say the brand of car,
Yeah.
but you cannot say that little name on your shirt.
Yeah, I can't say that name. No, but
Pollo? Yeah,
Pollo.
We'll call your workplace Pollo, which means chicken in Spanish, but...
Pollo colic.
That might be giving away too much.
That might be giving away too much. But no, so anyways, like this kid, he he
There's gonna be
thinks
so
that
much
he.
distortion.
Oh yeah, definitely. But no,
You can
basically,
see it.
the kid, the kid thinks that he's better than everyone, and he's simply not. I've seen his work; it's pretty trash. And this
He
kid,
just does enough to get paid and go home.
well, exactly,
He
and
doesn't actually give a shit about what he's doing.
exactly. And the funny part
I
is,
might not give a shit about what I'm doing, but at least I put 100% in.
yeah, you're still at least even for the days that you're putting in like the 80 or the 90.
People
It's still
notice
better
the
than
80 or 90
everyone.
though. People
Yeah.
notice the 80 or 90 because you're like, man, I'm not
Wait,
feeling it today.
It's like, wait a minute. This guy usually is on top of his shit. And now for the first time in like a good month, he's showing signs of decline. What the hell's going on here? And it's
then
like,
they get on your ass, and then
Mhm.
your boss is like, what are you doing? You know, I work at, not to derail the story, I work at Best Buy.
Yep.
Not going to lie.
Yeah.
We get tracked on our protection attachment rate.
Yes.
So at the register, we have like 30 seconds to sell you the protection plan.
Jesus Christ.
Most of it, like, I truly do, like, in all honesty, I do see value in the protection plan for anything that's actually expensive, like,
Yes,
an
yeah.
Xbox or a PlayStation. But when you're buying a $60 video game, hell no.
Yeah.
Either way, I had 30 seconds to change your mind about it.
Yeah.
I gotta be like, thanks for coming in. Or like when you come to the register, hey, we offer the protection plan. It covers this. If anything goes wrong in the next 2 years, here's how much it costs. Would you like it?
Yeah.
And if they say no, I'm supposed to push again. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna push again. But
Yeah, if someone says
either
no,
way,
you
I
say
dropped below. We're supposed to sell at least 16%. So 16.5%. They just changed it the other day. 16.5% of the sales that are eligible for this protection plan, we need to have it on there.
Yeah.
And they have me in more than one spot than the register. So I'm on there for 1, maybe 2 days a month
Yeah.
at this point. And my ass is, dropping in the Geek Squad protection attachment. We call it GSP, if I accidentally call it GSP. So you all know. And it dropped down to a 7% the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And my boss is like, you got to get on this. Like, what's the matter? I'm like, I'm not fucking working the register.
Yeah.
I'm in the warehouse or I'm asset protection. Like, I'm not working in my home. Get off of me.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait, but you need to be making also 10 credit card apps for every, one credit card app for every 10 hours you work. I'm like,
Dude, I'm not
I'm not
even
working
at
the front
register.
lanes. I'm not a salesperson. I'm working the fucking warehouse.
Yeah.
Get off my dick.
Well, no, that's even. It's funny that you say that because basically this guy that I work with, he's my coworker, he's my peer. Obviously, I would if I'm being modest. Well, no, I wouldn't be modest. Be more of a cocky asshole. But I'm superior than him.
And like you've been there longer, aren't you? Pretty much without the actual title, you're pretty much a title and pay for that matter. You're pretty much at a managerial level.
Pretty much, the responsibilities that have been put on me is that I have to oversee everyone on my shift, kind of make sure that everything
You're a
is
shift
getting accomplished
supervisor.
and done. Pretty much. Do I get paid like it? No. Do I have the title? No. And
Start demanding it.
well, that's exactly what I'm saying, and it's just annoying because when I put in the effort, I'm not recognized for it.
No, okay. That's another thing, too. I'm doing all this shit at Best Buy. I am there for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 even hours a day.
Yep.
I'm working from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And I'm not getting any fucking recognition.
Exactly.
I'm not even getting, hey, I appreciate you. Anymore, my bosses just don't talk to me. I mean, I get it. Stress of the retail holiday season. But
It's like, yeah, go fuck yourself. Say thank you for once.
yeah.
Be appreciative.
Or it's not even my direct supervisor. My direct supervisor, I don't even get to see her much because I'm never, at the front lanes or anything. I'm in the warehouse and shit. And it's like the other managers are like, they only give a shit about the credit apps.
Yeah.
So whenever you need something else, like, hey, I need Zone 10, which means I have to go take a piss.
Yep.
No one responds.
Mm-hmm.
No one tries.
Yep.
Hey, I'm here for 12 hours. I'd like a lunch. Nothing. Fucking crickets over the walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
That's all you get.
Yep.
And it's like, I work my ass off, I should at least be able to go take a piss. And I'm at the point where I'm about ready to start walking away from the registers. Yeah. When I actually do work.
Well, it's not like they even say anything anyways. But here's the problem that I see. And I mean, you could probably agree with it too. Is that like when you like when it comes to a manager standpoint, which I mean, we can get into the shit that I deal with because it's a little different than yours, than what you're dealing with. But from your standpoint, it's basically from what you're telling me is that like managers don't give a shit unless if something goes wrong because then they need someone to blame.
Yeah, they only give a shit if someone goes wrong, and they take all the fucking credit for the good things, like the credit apps or like the total tech supports of the stuff.
And they don't give any credit to the people who actually are behind the scenes busting their ass to make the shit happen.
No,
and that is what's frustrating.
No one gives a shit about what we call product flow, which is the warehouse.
Yep.
So I bust my ass in that warehouse, and everyone's like we have to do carryouts to people's car to unappreciative assholes. By the way, if you get a fucking carryout at Best Buy, thank us.
Especially when it's a big ass
75-inch TV,
75-inch
and you're
TV,
expecting me to do it by myself, and you're watching me load it in the bed of your truck, even though you're perfectly fucking capable, or you're calling me for a carryout for a 50-inch TV, and you are a 37-year-old man who has absolutely no issues loading it into your Hyundai Tucson or whatever. I don't really give a shit what it is. Either way,
that's all you need to know.
It's bullshit.
No, I completely get that too, and it's just like it's one of those things too.
It's like we're getting close to the holiday season.
Yep,
you know it. You can tell because people, when you hit October, towards the middle of October, people start to change.
It's almost like they have a weird twitch about them.
Yeah, not even that, but like you probably notice it. Hey, you guys missed a spot on that car. Go back and do it again.
Yep. Or
like any of your clients or your customers, they get really pissy about everything. Really they walk in touchy. Pissy. Yep. They feel like they're entitled to everything because it's holiday season.
It's the holiday season. Yep.
Fuck that.
I
fucking hate holidays.
Well, that's even something that we can get on too. Like kind of going back to my job is with basically, if I'm being straight up honest, my manager, which would be the detail manager, super good guy, awesome, get along with him very, very well. But the issue with him is that he doesn't give a shit. And when, we're
already an hour and 22 minutes into this shit.
An hour?
Hour, 22, and 28.
That's bullshit. There's no way. An hour? Dude, come on. There's no way.
That's an hour, my guy.
Holy shit.
It's 9:30.
What the fuck? So much for like a quick little like half-hour snippet. Oh, damn.
Listen,
should have known better with us.
We need to make a new we need to make a podcast for just us when we're doing this.
Yes, absolutely.
Called Two Guys and a Beer.
2 guys and a beer. Well, 2 guys with beers.
Well, 2 guys, 2 beers. Either way, doesn't fucking matter. We'll figure out the logistics. But that's an hour and 23 minutes. We've just been sitting here bullshitting.
Pretty much, yeah. Which is impressive because most of the time, when it's me doing it myself, I tend to be able to ramble for a good, I'd say, average of 20 minutes.
Well, yeah, I mean, we got the two of us. We got plenty to discuss tonight.
So that's about 40 minutes, give or take, and then the commentary back and forth. Yeah, adds another,
I mean, like I said, we got plenty to talk about. We're fumed tonight, man.
Yeah. No,
we got fucking coworkers we don't like.
We got, dude. Let me tell you.
We got people just making us real mad today.
No, that's true. Basically, I'll get back to my story because I really want to finish it, and after I finish it, we can continue. But basically, this guy is the way he acts is that he's better than everyone, and that he's king shit. And
is it somebody I know?
No, I don't.
It's not that person.
It's. No. If it's a person that basically,
I probably don't know that person. I just want to make sure it wasn't the person that I know.
No. Because usually when that person that if there's even a slightest little bit of him opening his mouth to run it, usually I slam the door right in his face just because he's a young, naive kid. Good kid, but
naive nonetheless.
Exactly. So with that being said, this guy, he's probably early 20s, I'd say. And that's all I'm gonna say, just to give some of you people a hint. And for any of my coworkers that are listening, if you I'm gonna be a dick. If you really want to know who it is, I have 2 words for you. It's actually a saying, and it's repeating one word twice. Yee
yee. Yee, son.
Yee. That's
Yee,
if you're trying to figure out who it is, that's who it is. Yee. We call him Yee. Or as my one coworker calls him, Cletus. His name isn't Cletus, but that's what we call him. Yee or Cletus. But no, this guy, he's one of those people who just thinks that he's better than everyone else, and he's not. I've seen his work. It's not good work. He'll pull in these used cars, and usually, my opinion of a used car should be gone over and be perfect when it goes to go back out on the lot. So when a customer buys it, and it comes back through the detail shop,
it looks like a brand new fucking car.
It's pretty much already done. The inside should be basically done. All we have to do is peel the window stickers out of it, maybe do that window over again, rewash the outside, give it a quick wax, tires shine it, send the damn thing on its way. But this guy half-asses the hell out of everything, bangs him out as quick as he possibly can.
Because he likes to bullshit on his phone, doesn't he?
Oh, dude, this guy and again, usually when I go in, because I'm a full-time college student, I go into work around 2 or 3-ish, and I'll work till 8 at night. And basically around 6:37, this guy will run out of things to do because he half-asses everything and blows it through the water. And the thing that everyone likes about him and makes comments like, "Oh, he does work very, very fast." It's like, yeah, have you seen his work?
Quick work is not good work.
Exactly. And it's funny because he'll blow through all this shit real quick. And yeah, congratulations, asshole, you got it done in a timely manner. But guess what? The quality of the work is absolute ass. And the thing that pisses me off is the society that we live in and the mentality that businesses have is they'd rather have the things done.
They'd rather have it done quickly and have to redo it later.
Exactly. And
then pay someone to do it immediately.
Quantity over quality. And it's a damn shame because it shouldn't be that way.
As long as the outside looks pretty, that's all we give a fuck about.
Exactly. And basically,
as long as all these TVs are stacked nicely, that's all we care about. Mm-hmm. As long as all the customers are happy, that's all we care about. What about the fucking employees? Like, seriously, what about us?
Mm-hmm.
Do they really not give that much of a shit about us and our mental health and, our physical health, for that matter, if you work in warehouses?
Oh, you want to hear good? Well, again, I still haven't finished my story yet with this guy, but I'll mention this to you, is that in the building we work in, there is multiple spots in the roof where it leaks. We'll be in the detail, like our bays, detailing a car, and there's certain spots that if you're standing there for too long,
you feel a drip.
You feel drips on your back or wherever the hell, like however you're standing to the freaking spot in the roof where it freaking drips. And it's like, dude, like seriously? Like you move us into this building, and by the way, that's another thing I can mention. They took 2 detail departments, combined it into one, and put us into an old building that used to be a garage and opened up their own garage, I guess you could say, but through our detail department. And the way it works is our wash bays are right in front of the doors, like, because that's the only spot in the entire freaking building where they actually have drains so the water will drain. So basically, we can only wash a car at a time, and if we were trying to do 2, we have to squeeze them together so the technicians, when they go to roll a car into the shop, they have barely enough room to squeeze past us so they can put them in their bays. So we only get to wash a car or 2 at a time. And
when you have, what's your typical workload a day?
Honestly, between the one dealership, we can potentially sell. I mean, it's always give or take, and it also depends on the time of year. But we can most of the time, if we don't have 4 to 5 sold cars going in a day, it's a slow day. Most of the time, when we're really busy, we'll have a car going every hour on the hour. And if the day, say it's a 8 to 9 hour day, that means and this is one dealership, by the way. They could be selling both. Potentially. Oh, and sometimes when the second one gets busy, when the other dealership gets busy.
Which one's that one? The more expensive one?
Yes,
the more expensive one's the slower one, isn't it?
The more expensive one is the slower one. Yes.
Unfortunately, I really like Alfa Romeos.
Alfa Romeos and Maseratis, and then
Maseratis are bullshit.
pretty much it's just a name. The quality is garbage.
But Alfa Romeos are nice.
Alfa Romeos are pretty neat. The Giulias are awesome. The little sedans,
Yeah.
they're pretty neat. But the other one, like most of the time, like I might as well just say it. We've already brought it up. It's Nissan is the one dealership.
Yeah.
And then the second one is a combined dealership, Alfa Romeo and Maserati. Most of the time, Alfa Romeo and Maserati only can manage, and they do basically most of their business is sold are used cars. Whatever they get in for used cars, trade-ins, whatever, blah 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 blah. That's most of their business. They very very rarely, like they're lucky if they sell a Maserati a month, and they're lucky if they sell an Alfa Romeo maybe twice a month, maybe 3 times if you're lucky. Because that's just, they're
expensive
they're
cars,
expensive,
my guy.
and it's not a good area for them to be selling that.
Oh no,
type
it's
of
a perfect
car.
area. You know why? It's because people are rich in credit.
Ah,
People are
yes.
not rich around here. People are rich in credit. So they sell the cars because people can't afford them, but they think they can.
And then when they
Because their
finally,
credit allows it.
some of these Maseratis we're talking here are like cheapest ones that I've seen. What are they? The Quadruportes or whatever the hell they call them. Cheapest one is like $98,000. And then I've seen ones that are like 2-door, convertibles, whatever. Some of those are like $172,000 cars, and it's like, damn, you might as well just go out and buy a fucking house at that point.
Yeah. I like nice cars. My dream car is the fucking Ferrari 457 Italia. It's a $238,000 car.
Yep.
And I want it.
Yeah.
I will own one before I die.
Yeah. But you know how much money you're probably going to owe the bank in order to make that happen?
You know what I'll do? I'll buy one from the fucking Saudi Ferrari graveyard. Have you ever seen that?
No, I have not.
There's a whole fucking graveyard in Saudi Arabia full of Ferraris.
Wow.
Ferraris are hand-built.
Mm-hmm.
They're very limited.
Yes.
And people just abandon them on the side of the road in Saudi Arabia. They're like, the shitty, like 2001, like Chevy, what's the word? Chevy, like 2001 Chevys.
Like Cavalier?
Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Chevy Cavaliers.
Yes.
And
Almost old
people
one.
leave them on the side of the road just as often. Like,
Yep. Like,
what? Exactly. Like, I'll
Yeah.
go there. I'll have it rebuilt.
Yeah.
I'll have it repainted. It'll cost me less.
Yeah. No, but that's even a thing too. So basically, like everything is just so everything's just messed up, and yeah, obviously throughout the conversation that we just had, like we both try to put in maximum effort. That's just the type of people that we are, And the thing that I find most annoying is that when everyone around you doesn't want to put the same effort in, but yet.
You're expected to keep that effort up.
Well, you're expected to keep that effort up too. But then you have these people who don't put in as much effort, and yet they try to run over you and railroad you and act like they're better than you when they're simply not. And it's just absolutely okay, yeah, that's neat. But
Acres upon acres.
Holy shit.
Of
Just
the Ferrari
Ferraris
graveyard.
And
Ferraris. They have a
That's
fucking
nuts.
Bugatti Veyron. Up here is one of the first cars on the in the photo of the Ferrari graveyard.
Yeah.
A whole ass Bugatti Veyron.
What the hell? That's wild.
That is what. And you got fucking like leopards living in them. Look at that shit.
That's nuts. So if you go there, not only do you get a car, but you get a free leopard?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. That's neat. You can get me a free leopard in my freaking Bugatti.
That you bought and have to repaint and pretty much rebuild because of the hot sand and
Yep.
air Dubai. Like, look at the Lamborghini there, man.
God.
It's not just Ferraris, but
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much, it's anything under the sun.
luxury graveyards just... It's so
Wild.
sad.
Yeah, I would agree. That is pretty disappointing, if I'm being completely honest.
Like, there you go. There's another one. There's another picture of the They're like in the actual graveyard.
I don't get that, man. That is nuts.
It's depressing.
It is. I mean, you're talking about a bunch of high-end
Rolls Royce,
yeah,
Maserati.
you're talking high-end sports cars and that are just sitting there. And that's something that I think is unique too, because like me having the opportunity to be around and drive cars like Alfa Romeos and Maseratis is that there's always this, like, I guess you could say, what's the word I'm looking for here? Like a stigma almost?
Stigma.
Stigma. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm a little illiterate, as you can tell.
You're not illiterate. If you were literate, you'd be talking like one of them Trump fellers.
Well, it's funny. The kid that I was talking about before kind of talks like that.
Kind of talks like this, and like got to lift a truck, and he's got like.
There's a reason why we call him Yee
Cletus.
Cletus.
You gotta make sure you bring my fucking cousin back.
It's funny because when you say that, I can just picture him and the way he talks and just, oh man.
Listen, Mama, I swear I wasn't fucking her. I was just stuffing my fingers up there.
But Cletus, that was your sister.
It doesn't matter. This is northeastern Pennsylvania.
It's legal in this day. Oh wait, no, it ain't. That's fucking weird.
This took a turn real quick.
This, yeah. I mean, well, what we've been doing this
hour and 36 minutes.
Hour and 36 minutes,
and buddy, we ain't even halfway done.
Oh, we're not even halfway done. No, but I really, this has been going on for an hour and a half. That a boy.
Woo!
I need to finish this story. So basically, anyway,
finish the story. I'll chug on my Jim Beam.
No, basically, the guy we're talking about, Cletus now, basically tried to basically tell me how to do my job. And it's like, buddy, no, don't. He's like, don't. Yeah, you got to go over that and buff this Camaro.
You're saying it wrong. You got to go over that a few more times and buff that Camaro once, twice more before you can, call it a done job.
Make sure you stick it in her tailpipe too, brother.
You got to check that oil in their undercarriage.
No, but and I just looked at him and I'm like, I was, I'm kind of in the mood where he kind of annoyed me, but I'm like, hey, whatever, I'm gonna let him go. But then every night, because are you ready to see how I let me finish this first and then I'll indulge. But no, so basically every night we have to. There's certain for the guys who technically work for Nissan have to go back over to Nissan and clock out at Nissan, right? Stupid, but whatever. We just get used to it, whatever. But basically, so the guys at Nissan, we have all of our rags that we use, like the microfibers and whatever for cleaning the cars. Mm-hmm. We don't have a washer and dryer over at the new building that they put us in, because the washer and dryer is over at the old building, the Nissan building.
That makes sense,
right? So basically, every night we have to take rags over to the Nissan building and put them in a washer and dryer. Well, what we normally did and what I tried setting up in a system that made sense was having every night a guy rotates. So, say, on a Monday night, I'd take the rags. And then the next night, someone else would take the rags. And the night after that, someone else would take the rags.
Guess who takes all the rags all the time?
Well, basically, it came to the point where I basically would get stuck because everyone would just leave. Because here's the thing, too, that people don't understand and that, they just take for granted. I get to make sure that all the lights are off and that in the new building.
You're the last one to leave the building.
Pretty much. I have to make sure all the lights are shut off. I have to make sure all the doors are locked, and I have to set the alarm.
Why are you not paid supervisor?
Exactly. Why do I have... And basically...
Buddy, I can get you a much better job.
Trust me, one of these days, if they piss me off enough, I'll probably come talk to you, because it's one of those things that, they put this responsibility on me. They don't compensate me for the responsibility. And if something goes wrong, guess who they're coming to?
You.
Exactly. And basically, I pretty much have a system worked out now where pretty much every single night, we'll, I pretty much make sure everything's locked up. But it comes to the point now where, there's times where if no one else takes the rags, I just leave the rags there. It's like, why? It's like, because why should I add more responsibility to myself? I already have enough responsibility that they're handing me that I'm not getting compensated for.
And you're trying to divvy it up, but no one wants to be
exactly.
fucking cooperative.
No one wants to own up to it. Well,
I'm sorry, but I've made this an explicit podcast.
Oh, all of mine are explicit because there's always words that I use within.
You haven't. I don't think you've cursed.
Yes, I have.
This one?
Yes.
You might be. Oh wait, you said shit, didn't you?
I think I said motherfucker too. And if I didn't say
You
motherfucker,
should
I
said
just
it
said
now.
motherfucker. No, but like getting back to it, basically, like one
keep talking to the side like that. Keep
like this.
like turn. No, not towards me.
Like this.
There you go. Yeah, talk like that.
Okay.
Much better than stops it from distorting.
Ah, that is
Because if you
true,
can see
yes.
where I'm talking, you can see that I'm not actually on my mic.
Yes. But then in a second I turn like this. But if I pull back a little bit.
If you pull back, you're
if
fine.
I pull back, but I have a tendency to not pull back or out.
Buddy, I'm not sure you know what pulling out is. You barely put it in, haven't you?
My couch pulls out. I, however, do not. No, but
You haven't had the chance to pull out or put in.
haven't found
That's
a
what
lucky
flashlights are for.
haven't found a lucky recipient yet.
Lucky?
Lucky. Unfortunate. That poor motherfucker.
When that day comes? I'm sorry, I mean, they might need to see the little micro one. They might need a microscope.
Get out the freaking the microscope or the magnifying glass. Like, that's what you were. Get the fuck out of here, buddy.
Remember, it's not the motion. It's not the size of the boat. It's the motion of the ocean.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. I'm starting to sound a little like Cletus. And if you'd like me to, I can turn into Russian spy. But I'm not going to get into that now.
But speaking of Cletus, getting back on a story, this kid when this kid first started here, like he wouldn't do rags. He simply refused to do rags. Like and he goes over there to clock out.
He's on the rag.
The kid, this dumb motherfucker, fucking yee spaghetti, fucking, he's a Nissan employee. He goes over to Nissan to clock out. Like, what the fuck? Don't be a lazy shit. Fucking take the rags once a fucking week. That's all I'm asking. Once a week.
You're not even asking to do it every fucking day.
Once a week. Take the goddamn rags and fucking take them over and throw them in the freaking washer. What does it take you, 5 minutes?
Turn the washer on.
That's the crucial part there, is turn the fucking washer on. And this motherfucker looks at me tonight, and he pissed me off with the whole deal with the car, because he basically treated me like I didn't know what I was doing. I'm like, listen here, motherfucker, don't you ever fucking run over me. It's like, because I know I'm way better than you, and I know that my skill set is much better than yours is.
Don't think you can boss me around.
Don't fucking run me over. That pisses me off when you got those stupid motherfuckers who think that they can walk all over you. It's like, no. It's like, and I'm
you don't know shit, sir.
Exactly. It's like, and that's I think one of the reasons why me and you can get along so well is because we realize that we are good at what we can fucking do and we know what we're capable of, and we also have the same attitude when dumbass motherfuckers try to run us over. It's like, you want to step on me? I will fucking curb stomp your ass. That's just the way it is. It's like, you want to sit there? You want to run your fucking mouth? I will put you in your fucking place. Step out of line, and you'll get bitch slapped back. Godsmack reference, yes. But anyways,
hey,
so
at 45, keep an eye. We're gonna take a break because I need to piss.
At 45, okay, so that gives me enough time to finish my story that I've been trying to tell for the last hour and 40 fucking minutes. No, so anyways, this kid at the end of the night looks at me, and they're all trying to decide who wants to take rags, and of course you know how that goes. Everyone's like playing the blame game of,
scissors, shoot.
right? He's like, oh, I took him last time, and the other kid's like, well, I fucking blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, no one cares. And then fucking Cletus looks at me and goes, oh, well, Rob hasn't taken him. It's like, Rob hasn't taken him in months. And I look at him and I go, you want to shut all the fucking lights off? You want to make sure the whole fucking building's locked? And you want to make sure that you set the fucking alarm code and make sure that it's right? And make sure that the whole fucking building's shut the fuck down? By all means, you can fucking do that. I'll fucking take the rags. And I go, oh, wait. You're not fucking capable of that. It's like, because you're a fucking retard. So it's like, you know what? Don't fucking run your mouth to me. It's like the second you want to fucking step up and you want to run around and do all this shit, I'll be more than happy to take your stupid ass fucking rags. It's like, you want to be the last guy to step out of the building? Guess what, motherfucker? Congratulations. That's when I'll fucking grab those rags and I'll fucking wash them. But until that day, fuck you. I don't care. Fuck you. I don't care. And that's the attitude that I have. It's like, don't step on my fucking toe. I let him get away with it once. Let him step on my toes once with the whole buffing thing. It's like, hey, you know what? Fuck you, whatever. Okay. Stepped on my toe. And it's over something stupid, too. Washing rags, putting rags in a fucking washer.
And turning the washer on after putting some detergent in. It's literally going to take you 2 minutes if you know how to do your laundry. Maybe that's his problem. Maybe he doesn't know how to do laundry. Maybe mommy does all his laundry and folding for him at the age of like 22, 23.
Probably.
I have done my own fucking laundry since I was 10. So I have done my own laundry since I was 10. Sorry, correction.
Exactly. Nope, same here. And it's just one of those things where, you know, I just don't like it when people step on my toes and run their fucking mouth.
Bullshit.
But with that being said,
we're going to take a break.
We're going to take a break because someone has to piss. And
you have a beer to finish.
I have a beer to finish. And then, is that Jim Beam Honey over there?
Yes, it is.
That's Jim Beam Honey. We'll be back after these brief messages.
And we're back. And we're live, too.
Are we?
I don't know if we're live. This isn't going to be fucking live.
No, this is...
fucking bullshitting everybody.
I don't think... we're definitely not live, but...
It can't be live.
Well,
this is a podcast, not a live stream.
Yep. Shit.
By the way, that whole brief messages, that was bullshit. That was never going to happen. We ain't getting paid for that fucking shit.
Oh, I was about to say, these brief messages have been brought to you by your mother. Is she gay? Who knows?
My mom is. Half.
Didn't.
You weren't expecting that one, were you, bitch?
I don't even know how to respond to that. I mean, you just laid it out there, and I was just like, shit, I gotta bend over and take this one. Oh shit, gonna take it. Okay,
take it raw.
Take ooh. Take it raw.
I'm sure you know what that feels like.
Take it raw and all 12 inches. Oh. The awkward silence of just us staring at each other.
You guys only have half the clue what's going on. You can hear us. You can hear the tone of our voice. But you cannot see us.
That's why I always thought it would be funny to sit down and set up a camera just to get the view of what this is like. Because it's one thing when you can hear it and you hear the jokes, but it's more funny for us sitting here in person across from each other and the eye contact that we make and the looks that we give each other when we say the things we say. Exactly like that. Like this motherfucker across from me is fucking making goofy ass faces and I'm trying to, just talk. And
go ahead, keep looking away. It'll come back with a different look every time. Hey, maybe even if you bend over, you might get a surprise.
That just took a awkward turn.
Yes, it did. I don't mean that, Aaron. If you're listening, I love you.
Oh, that's good. At least you make sure that you
I am not gay.
Yeah, okay, cool on your side, but I don't do that. I'm sorry, just to let you know. I just obviously people probably actually thinking that there's something weird here now.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for that, by the way. That's the last thing I need. Someone come up to me and say, "Yo, I listened to your most recent podcast, and
are you gay?
You're fucking gay?" It's like, no.
No, but his new response is only half.
Only when there's
exactly like that too. Only half.
Only when there's no better options.
Listen, buddy, a hole's a goal. Especially in college, now's the time to experiment.
Do dangerous things. Try. new things.
Like LSD.
Interesting.
I don't know. I've never done it.
Neither have I.
I know people who have.
That's something that has always interested me of how.
Okay, hold on. Before you get to, we need to get back onto the topic of what we were actually talking about. Is the kind of people we hate.
The type of people.
Kind of people I hate. One of those kind of people is people who push drugs too hard on other people.
That is true.
I joke around with you.
Yes.
I joke around with you.
Never push.
The only alcohol I don't think I push on you is alcohol.
And I gladly accept.
I'm a bad influence. Oh yeah.
Who needs a liver?
Nobody.
Exactly.
We only need one.
Exactly.
Wait. We only need one kidney. We need our liver. We only have one liver.
That's sweet.
Right out of the bottle, buddy. Right out of the bottle. It's the best way to do it.
And it's a glass bottle, too. Get out of here with your plastic bullshit. $16. That's fucking worth it. Fuck.
I've had that since the day I turned 21, and it's not even half gone.
I think before in this podcast I mentioned that I'm 21 too. We'll go with that.
You said 19.
We're changing.
We're
changing it to 21 just for.
Just remember, no one can actually know or track where you are, or what you do,
unless if you're people that we hate, dumbass motherfuckers who don't know when to stop using Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, that share their entire fucking life story every fucking day. No one cares, motherfucker.
I don't
no
care
one
to
cares.
See you're like 14 Snapchats of the fucking song you're listening to at that moment. I fucking hate. This is how I go to Snapchat. Click, 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 click.
Exactly.
I need to fucking get like a soundboard going on. For the next time we do this, I need to have a soundboard of different things.
Yes. And here's one thing I will say. I myself have been guilty of sometimes overusing the ability to post shit on your story. I can I can admit that
I gotta edit that out. Please remind me. I'm actually gonna write it down. 152, because that's way too loud.
Yeah, but anyways, I have been guilty of sometimes overusing the ability to post shit on Snapchat stories, but here's the difference. We talked about this before. I'm going to bring it up real quick one more time. Self-recognition. That is fucking crucial because why? No one else knows that shit. No one else understands that shit.
No one else knows how to accept that what they do or look. It's not. Yeah, we don't know how to look at ourselves in a day and at the end of the day and look at it and be like, I really fucked up here. This is how I can be a better person tomorrow.
Right. And that's the thing, too, is like all these dumbass motherfuckers are almost too fucking soft.
They're too scared. Not even soft. They're too scared to look at themselves because they know what the fuck they're going to see. They're going to see a nasty-ass individual in that mirror.
Yep. And it's funny because people can't actually fucking do that. And then the ones who actually can tend to, at least from what I've seen, the people who can self-reflect and go, look, I fucked up here, are the ones who tend to be more happy.
Hi.
Exactly. And the same here. That's something that within the past few months I maybe comprehended in bits and pieces beforehand, but within the past 2 to 3 months,
you really looked at yourself.
I've really looked at that and said, whoa, I've been making this mistake, and this mistake. And for people who have listened to my podcast, because I know there's a few people who have pretty much listened to almost every single one, if you listen to them all, I discuss that. I talk about that. I talk about the self-recognition of going, look, I did wrong. But then also being able to point out that, look, I'm doing this wrong, and this is the things that I've done wrong. And because I think that's important, too. It's because if in some of the topics that I talk about, and
we've barely had a topic today.
Oh, yeah, dude. Today's been fucking shot. Today, it's not shot.
We're going to post this after doing some edits, and we're going to schedule another day with an actual topic and an actual discussion. Or we're going to become like Free Beer and Hot Wings, and we'll just talk.
Dude,
I like the
have
little
no issue
hand
with
motion you got there. I was like, hey. Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about this on my Real Shit podcast.
Yeah, I was
Hey.
No, but I mean, let's be honest. The site that I use to post these, I don't think it's going to take...
Spotify?
Well, the way I get them on Spotify is through Spreaker. Which is a website that I use, and it usually allows like a half-hour segment. So this is going to be like...
Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, Part 5.
You know what they do, though, because they updated it a few years ago, where you can only have a certain amount of time that you can, like, upload podcasts. So say they allow your, I don't know, maybe, let's just say 4 hours worth of content.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to pay for basically premium.
Yeah.
And let's be honest. I'm a cheap-ass motherfucker. I ain't paying for no premium. So, that means...
Fuck that shit, I'm out.
That means I either have to find a way to undermine Spreaker and somehow find a way to just put it straight to Spotify. Because I can easily put this on YouTube. There is a YouTube channel.
You have
the
a
YouTube
Spotify
channel
for
does
artists,
exist.
yes?
Do I have what?
You have Spotify for artists?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you can post things through that.
Really? I'll have to pull everything up and have you
I'll
look at it.
I'll have to look at it with you because like I do this with Desmond. We go through a company called DistroKid. By the way, DistroKid, please don't sue me, but I do think you're really an amazing company. If you do for some reason get wind of this whole podcast, please sponsor us. Please.
There you go. I'll hand that right to you. Yeah, I mean, I'm down for sponsorships. Because then that means I get to sit down and actually do this probably once a week or so, because obviously if you are sponsored, your sponsor...
You actually get paid and you can take time out of work to do it.
Exactly. And also, your sponsors actually expect you to sit down and create content, which then also gives me a reason
to do it.
Gives me some motivation to actually go, hey, and sit down and go, hey, guess what? Maybe I should sit down once a week and create more content.
By the way, buddy, did you know you get Spotify Premium for like $5 as a student?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't know that till you just mentioned it now.
So yeah, so mind you, you might be a cheap ass motherfucker, but $5 for Spotify Premium, no ads. Fuck yeah! Hey Spotify, please sponsor us.
Sponsors are good.
Or at least Puke.
I tell you what,
he's cool.
You sponsor me, I'll buy premium.
I'll buy premium with your with the money you give me for me to say, hey guys, Spotify Premium is the best way to get ad free music at the highest quality, anywhere you want, online or offline.
Yep. No, hey, Spotify, broskies, hit me up.
We post on you.
We post on you. So that means
we love you.
So that means there has to be someone at Spotify.
We want you.
Yeah. I mean, maybe not in a sexual way.
I never said sexual, Puke. You're taking it way too far.
Usually when you're whispering, though, in that sense, it's like, I'm gonna lick your vagina.
It's like, hey, baby, how's it going?
That's good.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, damn. But no, I mean, yeah, Spotify.
Offending NEPA since 2014. And no, I did not just copyright infringement upon Free Beer and Hot Wings, because I said 2014, not 2012.
That's, yeah. Yeah, let's try not to get copyright smacked.
Guess what? I modified it enough.
There you go. Well, see, when you
know
know
Vanilla Ice and his song Ice Ice Baby, they got sued by Queen and David Bowie for the bass line that he sampled.
Yes.
However, in that bass line, Vanilla Ice, not Ice T, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. Vanilla Ice added one extra beat into the bass line.
Yep.
Which completely voided him of any copyright infringement.
There you go. Well, you know what else is funny, too? I think there was a few years ago, what was it, Sam Hunt?
Yeah,
got
I
in
think
trouble
so.
wait, was that also with no, it was with Tom Petty. I want to say Tom Petty sued him. I'm trying to remember what
So many people
song
get
it was.
so many people get in so
there's
much
shit all the
trouble
time.
about the fucking copyright shit, and it's
Yeah.
just overzealous lawyers.
Pretty much.
By the way, if you're an overzealous lawyer, fuck off.
You kind of ruin the whole creative process.
Even though we might be borrowing some creativeness, we're not like stealing it all.
Yeah, you're not. Not
We're still
stealing it
making
all.
completely original bullshit.
Yeah, just because basically, let's be honest. Most of the time, for at least, how can I say this without offending some people? When it comes, at least for
Who gives a fuck if we
Okay.
offend somebody?
Yeah, fuck it. So, anyways, when it comes to music, most of the time, the artist who is creating something is usually inspired by certain groups, and most of the time, will usually dabble and take
some of the
stuff from
samples.
a
They'll
bunch of different
sample 'em.
Groups.
They'll sample
Exactly.
them.
Yep, and
It happens all the time. People love sampling.
Yep.
Including, us consumers. We love... You need to stop me because I'm going to go into a spiel because this is what I know and love.
Mm-hmm. So that's what.
By the way, for those of you who don't know me, because I know none of you know me, I am an audio engineering major. I got my bachelor's in at Luzerne County Community College for
associates.
sorry, my associates in Luzerne County Community College for music recording technology. I'm currently working on my bachelor's at Full Sail University online for audio production. The only reason this is possible tonight is because of Full Sail and their wonderful Project Launchbox package, which has allowed me to get this beautiful studio that I now have built.
There you go.
It's kind of a, definitely a project studio, but...
Oh, for sure. But still, though, it's neat that you have the equipment and that. I honestly was...
The knowledge.
Exactly. And that's something that I'll say that I'm very grateful for was because obviously me doing this and just kind of dabbling in it and just doing it for fun is that when I mentioned it to you, you're like, yo, let's step this up a notch. Let's actually sit down and let's actually make this fucking
This
awesome.
is very amateur because we're way off topic.
Oh, by far. And that's the thing is too, if we had a set topic,
We need to have a week. We need to make this weekly.
I would agree. I think that is something that
Weekly,
can
at
indulge in.
some point, we need to sit down up here in my studio. By the way, Rose Up Records is a sponsor of the Real Shit podcast, sponsoring by giving us the the free studio to use.
Thank you, Roseanne Records. There you go. Thank you.
By the
very
way, if you are an aspiring artist, we are more than willing to take a look at your work. Hit us up, and we will make you better.
you can
Rose Up,
find,
we're here to make music better again.
exactly, and you can find them on Facebook.
Facebook at Roseamp Records.
There you go.
Email us, roseamprecords@gmail.com. Or you can contact any of us.
There you go.
We're
Right
not
there.
hard to find.
Wham.
We're not hard to find.
So I guess with that being said, I have a fucking sponsor. Whoa! I have a sponsor. Mom, get the camera. I got a sponsor.
Let's take some pictures. Mom, let's take some pictures.
Mommy, look, we have sponsors. Woo!
I'm going somewhere in life.
Can we also get sponsored by Yingling as well? Because let's be honest, they got some good shit. Coca-Cola. What? That's random as shit. There you go. So, Jim Bean, if you'd like to sponsor us, Yingling. You see, basically, this is just us rambling for a good 2 hours.
With free ads to people who actually can consume alcohol.
There you go. The key word is people who actually can. Legally. Or, illegally. I mean, at this point, it's just, it's fuck it, whatever.
Ew, I'm closing Black Friday.
Oh, that sucks.
Ew! Ew! I just got that text message. My boss, hey, I hope it's okay. You're closing Black Friday.
No, motherfucker, that's not
That's-
okay.
I'm working 5. Wait, no, Black Friday. I'm working. I actually close. That means I'll be there till midnight. And Thanksgiving, I'm working 5 p.m. to 1 a.m.
Damn.
Ew,
That is
fucking
gross.
hell.
That is fucking gross. Who wants to do that? Work till 5? Fuck that. Fuck that. No one wants to do that shit. Why the hell would you want to do that?
I hate working that late.
That does suck.
I don't mind working long hours.
Yeah.
I can work I can work up to 16 hours a day and not give a fuck. Do not schedule me at 5 p.m.
Agreed.
Do not schedule me at 6 p.m.
Yep.
You schedule me that late, I'm gonna want to call off.
Oh, damn, what you looking at? Today I was sick.
Sorry, Little Britain. Please don't sue me for that innuendo and that, use. Even though you're probably never going to hear this.
Yeah, it's to the point now where, like, at least as of now...
There's only 4 copyright lawsuits that could happen from this podcast alone.
Only 4? Only?
Do. Oh, look, they're making number 5.
Under pressure. Whoops. Yeah. So, can we just take a moment? We've been sitting here for 2 hours.
And 5 minutes and 51 seconds.
And this has been nothing but a complete shit show ramble fest. And you know what? Fuck it. Who cares? You know why? Because it's a damn good time.
That's all that matters.
As, you see, do I want to throw in number 6 copyright
infringement? Do it. Just fucking send it.
In the words
Just fucking send it.
For anyone, if you kind of, well, I mean, maybe not, but if you know me well enough, you know that currently one of my favorite songs is "Ain't My Fault" by Brothers Osborne. I don't know, Nick, if you know who Brothers Osborne is. You have no idea. All right.
Is it some of that country shit?
It's some of that country shit. It's that yee stuff. You know that fucking Cletus would listen to. But
I don't fucking care about that country shit. I don't like it too much, but I respect it enough to call it a fucking genre of music that a lot of people seem to enjoy for some odd fucking reason.
There you go. But one of the lyrics,
I don't understand
in the song,
why people like country.
Because it's the music comes straight from the heart and soul. You know what I'm saying?
The music comes
from your foot stomping and you get the beat
music,
like,
music,
got my cowboy boots on,
music comes from the fucking soul and the heart, no matter what genre it's in. But the second I would say, hey, music comes from the soul and hip hop, you'd be like, fuck that, that's called rhythm and blues, motherfucker. And you'd be like, wait a second, that was still hip hop, man. Either way, go on with topic.
Anyways,
I could go on about music.
Brothers Osborne, their song "Ain't My Fault." One of the lines are. It's actually the opening line, funny enough. Blame the whiskey on the beer. Blame the beer on the whiskey. Blame the morning on night for who's lying here with me. Blame the... Let's see. You see, I forgot what I was going to say there. But anyways...
You're too drunk.
No, not even close. But basically, what the theme of the song is basically all this shit, right? That's going on throughout the song is at the end of it all, it ain't my fault.
It is your fault because you decided to make that decision. It's like, hey,
I had a little fun for the wrong I've done, but it ain't my fault. Yes, sir.
Salud.
Honey.
Who doesn't love honey?
Honey's good, especially when you mix it with the other stuff.
Whiskey.
You still got the honey on your lips. You just lick that shit right off. That's tasty ass shit. That's probably about the 4th time we've fucking done that tonight. just grab the mic intensively and just go. It's like one of those things that
I'm gonna make love to this microphone tonight.
Just get real close and personal.
You gotta get real sensitive with it. You gotta treat it real nice, and you gotta caress it very gently like this.
Just stroking. Just so you people know, I'm staring at this man who is just stroking his microphone.
It's so pretty.
He's got his mouth right up to. What would it be appropriate for me to call this a windscreen?
It's called a pop screen.
A pop screen.
It's supposed to stop you from going. Because as you can hear me doing that like that, makes it dull. But if I do this,
Oh, dude, it completely changed. You see, pop screen. So he's
Pop
got his
screen.
mouth right up. It's like he's licking the pop screen as he
I'm
talks.
making love to it.
And then he's taking his hand on the back of the microphone and just stroking the shit out of it. See, now you got me doing it.
Does it feel nice? Nice cold metal right against your hands.
How long? So can we just take a moment and realize how long ago do you think people stopped listening to this?
Oh, they probably stopped a good,
Half hour.
hour ago.
Hour and a half ago.
Hour ago.
Probably a good hour
People probably
ago.
don't give that much of a shit because we're not even having a real topic. It's just this bullshit.
Pretty much. But isn't that what it's about? That's what the Real Shit podcast is about. Real shit.
That is what it is about. I do not know what they're talking about. I do not understand why people don't like to listen to us bullshit this entire time. I can go through accents all day like this if you really wanted me to.
It was probably a
Y
half
si
hour
te quiero,
ago.
me habla español. Yo habla español.
¿Qué?
Exactly.
I didn't say K as in the letter K. I said K
As in Q-U-E.
As in
is
what in Spanish.
in Spanish.
Yes. Yep. What a shit show this has turned into. But with that being said, though, I mean, just think of the... Oh, hold on. Let me adjust my pop screen. See, that's why you adjust your pop screen, so you don't get shit like that. I love how you can look over at,
You can
at
literally
the audio waves,
see-
and you can just see where I just fucked the microphone in the asshole.
You can literally see the distortion. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's neat, you know. You look off yonder and go, yeah, look at that bullshit of 2 hours and 11 minutes and 20. Let's just say 30 seconds now, because now it finally turned over to 30 seconds. But goddamn, what? Yeah,
We have too much fun.
and that's the best part is like people are probably just like if they've made it to this point, they're probably just like, what the fuck is this?
This is not bullshit to answer your question. This is us, two friends of what, 4 years now?
3 going on 4 yet?
Yeah, 4 years now. Just having a good time.
Yep.
And that's all this life's about. We're only here to have fun. We're only here to help each other. And that's all you can do. You just help each other and enjoy yourself. If you're not doing either, there's no fucking point. Just go hang yourself.
If you're right, I mean, and that's even something too that I think is super important. And again, we're like, I just think at this point, just kind of like, you know, at least for me, it's like if I'm not having a fucking good time doing what I'm doing, it's like why wake up every
worth
morning?
it.
Exactly.
It's not worth not waking up every day, going to do something, and not having a good time doing it. And buddy, I see your bottle is empty. Please just have another shot.
Thank you.
Like all we're about. The only reason we're on this or on this planet is to help each other and to enjoy ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We're not doing either. It's not worth living. It's not worth being here.
That's even something I think that's important.
And if
too.
you're not feeling like that, seek help for fuck's sake.
Yeah, seriously. I mean,
like we're here. You can find us somehow.
exactly. And I mean, that's even something.
I don't
too.
even know half you fuckers that might be listening to this. Just fucking message me. Message Roseanne's Facebook page. Hey man, I need to talk to somebody. I'm not feeling that great. And I'll fucking talk to you. If I actually see the message, of course. I'll try.
Yeah. I mean, that's something too that I think is something that I've kind of learned.
This is a real topic for another day.
I would, yes, because this could actually turn into
Another
good
whole hour and a
conversation.
half, 2 hours.
Oh, easily. But basically, the one thing I want to say is that if there's something that I've learned within, well, also recently within self-reflection, when I was like, honestly, this life ain't quite worth living alone. It's like you're always meant to be around people. You're always meant to try to somewhat communicate.
Being what's the word? Secluded from, like, if you seclude yourself, that's the word. If you seclude yourself from everyone around you.
Yeah, no, I think to kind of pick up where you just stop talking because you're looking at your phone. No, I completely agree. It's like if you're secluding yourself because you don't feel like you can fit in, or that, you know, something you just don't feel comfortable with that. I mean, maybe you're hanging around with the wrong people or whatever. But
That'll happen
honestly,
at some point.
yeah, I mean, and it's one of those things too. It's a life. That's what happens. You learn from shit like that. And for the people that keep making the same mistakes over and over and over
You're
again,
doing it to
they
yourself.
can't realize it exactly, because you just can't open your eyes and again self-reflect. Keyword self-reflect. And if you
What the hell are we gonna call this podcast? Like when we put the title in, are we gonna call this 2 hours and 2.5 hours of bullshit?
Probably.
Okay.
I'll come up with something clever. Don't worry. And then I'll let you know, and then you'll be like, dude, that's fucking perfect. Or you'll go, no, that's shit, and then you'll come up with something really good.
And then you'll be like, no, that's shit too. And then we'll sit there at a stalemate. And then we won't know what the fuck to do.
I'll probably just, honestly, at that point, because usually I'm the one that you like usually just doesn't deal with stalemates, whatever. I'll just be like, yeah, fuck it, whatever you say, yeah, that's good. Right?
Yeah, sure.
I mean that's fair enough.
That's fair.
There's someone that I talked to, and it's funny, family friend of mine. We had a conversation of decision making, right? And he says that when it comes between him and his wife, and oh, where are we going to eat or whatever, going out on
Trust
date.
me, for the love of God, just let the woman pick. And if she can't make a decision that she'll pick, because you should obviously know that person well enough to just go, for the love of God, save yourself.
Right?
Save yourself.
No, seriously.
I love my girlfriend. I love her very much. But for fuck's sake, she can't pick a place to go for the life of her.
No, that's something that I was actually going to bring up, was that when it comes to decision making, for him, he just kind of like, I let everyone else make the decisions. It's like, why? Because I'm not going to waste my time with decision making on stuff that like kind of really doesn't matter, because you just waste your time and energy on it. And it's like, if it's something that's like, all right, wife wants to know where to go for dinner, it's like, well, let her pick. And if she can't make up her mind, again, like you said, pick something that she knows, because she picks, you pick something that she knows and that she, she wants to do,
or just pick a place that sells her favorite food, because there's that.
Exactly.
You'll run into this eventually, Big. You haven't run into it yet, where you have this girlfriend, you take her to a nice place to eat. It's expensive and.
You're looking at your wallet and you're going,
it's
I'm
nice.
gonna cry.
No, not even. It's, you look at your wallet like, it's nice enough to finally take her out to a nice place to eat. And you know what she fucking orders? You know what she's gonna fucking order?
Chicken fingers.
Exactly. Exactly. Chicken fingers, tater tots, and ketchup.
Could have went down yonder to fucking McDonald's and got them nice chicken tenders and paid what, fucking $6 for the fucking meal?
But no,
you're gonna spend $20.
I'm gonna spend $12.35 on chicken fingers for your ass, because you don't want to eat something nice,
right?
Like,
I don't know what to pick.
I'm here willing to spend, $20 on a good fucking sirloin steak for you.
Yep.
And you're like, I'm gonna have chicken fingers. Mind you, thank you for saving my wallet, but for fuck's sake.
It's like, why did we even go to this fancy ass restaurant then? Like, why waste my time?
Like, why? Now I might, because I like to spend more money on alcohol than I do on food. Just the other day I went to the fucking liquor store and bought bottle of rum, bottle of tequila, bottle of triple sec, margarita mix. Number one, wasn't carded. Number two, it cost me $22.
Well, damn. Not bad.
I'm like, fuck.
Shit.
I spent $16 and 4 drinks at Sitco's up the road.
That's, I think, another thing too, is because I find it funny is like a lot of people will have the discussion with me. It's like, yeah, like for birthdays, as you get older, they just start becoming meaningless to you, and they start turning into days. And I've had a lot of people, like obviously like 21, like that's your final hoorah, like that's your last birthday. I'm like, fuck yeah, man, this is my fucking birthday. For me, I'm kind of like, eh.
You're gonna get taken out, and trust me, people are gonna take you out for the whole entire month after your birthday. You're gonna get taken out fucking daily. I've been drinking pretty much every day since October 23rd.
There you go.
My liver is screaming.
I'm only guilty of a damn good time.
Exactly.
I
mean, as you can see tonight, we've gone through a quarter of my bottle
of the Jim Beam honey.
Because it was down to here, We went through a good chunk of that.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Most of that was you.
I'm not gonna lie either.
I know.
I'm feeling fine.
Same. I mean, this is it's just it's nice at the end of the day because obviously, you know, from what you said, you kind of had a meh day. And
my day was shit.
Exactly, and I also had a pretty meh day.
I mean, I just have managers and shit that don't respond to anything except, hey, I got a credit card app. That's it. That's my day. That is my day every day I fucking work.
Yep. No, that's even my thing too. It's kind of like today was kind of a meh day for myself. And it's just nice to be able to just take some time, again.
Have a bunch of shots.
Again, and just kind of just... It's just so... you know?
And right now, we're completely bullshitting the rest of this because I think we're trying to hit the 2 hours and 30 minutes mark.
And we have about 10 minutes to go, and let's be honest. Yeah.
I think we're running out of ideas for the night to stay on somewhat of a topic.
Hey, can we just have this conversation real quick? We ran out of the topic and idea about a good hour and a half ago. Like, honestly, it's funny you mention that because I didn't take notice of the actual time of how long we've been recording.
Until I pointed out there was
until
an hour
you
and
pointed out that
46
we've been
minutes.
doing it for an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes, and then I go, oh, okay, yeah. I didn't know that till I fucking looked. I mean, that's just, and it's one of those things too. It's nice. Who gives a fuck?
No,
Because you know what? If someone's gonna sit here and someone's gonna fucking listen to this, if someone finds even the slightest bit of enjoyment, if they smiled, even if they fucking smiled, they grinned, they barely fucking grinned. You know what? Fucking worth it.
We did our job.
And that's the point. It's just, and that's one of the reasons that, like, when I sat down and I decided to create the Real Shit podcast, there's a reason why it's called Real Shit Podcast.
Because we talk about real shit.
It's real shit. It's
and we
real
don't give
fucking
a fuck
life.
If we offend.
Exactly. Don't give a fuck if we offend. Don't give a shit about fucking snowflake pussy ass motherfuckers. If you're a fucking snowflake pussy ass motherfucker.
Snowflake does not mean liberal either. Snowflake just means you're a weak bitch who can't take a fucking joke.
My point. I don't give a fuck. That's even a thing too. It's funny you mentioned liberal. I don't give a fuck.
I don't like talking. That's gonna be discussion one day. Politics. Either
Politics
way,
sucks. I hate it.
I absolutely despise when people go through and hey, we're actually someone on topic here.
Yep.
I absolutely despise when people are
Let me
like
take notes.
No, I despise when people are they don't like, what's the word? They say things that the media tells them to say about other people.
Yes.
Don't know the word. Either way, Republicans are very guilty of it, and as are, Democrats, because we are constantly at each other's throats. I'm what people call a moderate. I'm a very rare person.
Someone who actually can sit down and
look at both sides and be like,
and go,
this is good, this is bad. I like guns. I think I need universal health care. Oh, I might like guns, but I think we need some more, stricter gun laws. Not gun restrictions, gun laws. There's a big fucking difference. For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I put
that down in my notes on my iPhone as a conversation that we can potentially have. I mean, obviously, we can sit here and we can ramble about it now.
But I'm not going to.
I think it would be very, very interesting if we sat down one day and made, maybe a half-hour discussion.
Half hour? Good fucking luck, buddy.
Yeah, more like 3 hours.
Dude, it's the two of us.
More like 3 hours and a full bottle of Jim Beam honey.
It's the two of us. I've got a fucking bottle of rum down there we can go through. You just got to stay the night.
Okay. Bet. Friday or Saturday night. Full bet. Fucking crash out on the fucking floor or something?
I got a fucking, couch.
Yeah. Fuck it. I don't care. Fuck it.
Either way. We're hitting to a point where we're fucking out of ideas. I don't even think we could last another 5 minutes unless we bullshitted the rest of it.
Are you ready for this?
Go ahead.
Something that it's been... See, what I'll do is when I have ideas for a podcast, I'll I'll take them down. I'll pull out my phone, go into notes because I have an iPhone, and
I do too.
I'll write them. Yeah. Well, there you go. Congratulations. I'll actually take some notes and write down some ideas, and I have a laundry list of ideas. And it's funny because
all of them are from tonight.
No, funny enough, they're not. They all have to. Well, at least for me, I have tended to have a theme of talking about relationships of mine that I've had, specifically with women, and that's been the majority.
Women, if at
of
this
podcasts.
point you've had that many women, you might as well try a man, because you never know what the fuck you're gonna get at this point.
I think I'm gonna have to take a hard no there. I mean, again, the ideas. I like how you're coming up with fresh ideas, but unfortunately, I'm gonna have to shoot you down on that. There's something wrong, at least to me, in the idea of having a man bend over and me putting his dick in his ass, or me bending over and having a man putting his dick in my ass. I just don't like it. I just think it's weird.
I don't think you've tried it. Or have you?
I think,
dun, dun, dun.
I think the.
I think that's how Buick knows he doesn't like dick in the ass.
I think the asshole, shit comes out, not goes in. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of those things.
Buick's gonna turn into one of those people one day in like the very far future when he has a wife. Eventually, that like he's gonna be the person. He's gonna be the person. No, he's not gonna turn gay. He's going to be the person where his daughter or his son walks into their room the one day and sees a strap-on on the bed.
Okay.
That's another story for another day. I love you, Aaron, again. Aaron had walked into her parents' room the one day, and lo and behold, there was a strap-on the bed.
Whoa. That is fun.
Big Frank likes to get fucked by a little tab. With a dildo.
That's not something I wanted to know tonight. I haven't drank enough to be able to listen. And the sad part is, it's like, I don't really know these people.
I know you don't
I
know
know
these
who
people.
they are.
I know you don't know these people. You're not going to know them at this point.
I'm scared to meet him.
Don't be scared. You would never guess.
Okay, you want to hear a good story? It's this is one of the ideas that I've had written down that I've been thinking about doing something for a while, making a podcast on it. But there was this chick. Actually, funny enough, she works at Arby's. Not gonna
up
say
the road?
Name. Yes, up the road.
Arby's, we have the meats. Please don't sue us.
She's short. Here, I'm speaking off the microphone, so I want to try to see if I can explain this person to Nick. And you know what? I won't say her name. No, you know what? No, I post shit on Snapchat of when I do these podcasts, and just in case for whatever reason, if that person was bored and they wanted to go on and they wanted to listen to, I'm not going to. So I'm going to back away from the microphone for a minute and explain this person. Okay, so I'm gonna take a time out here. Okay.
I can just hit mute.
Oh no. Oh yeah. You're sure you can mute me if you wish. I'm muted. I'm muted.
No, you're not muted.
I'm not muted. He did not mute me.
I guess I can't mute you.
Oh.
I guess I can't turn you off. That's
Oh.
okay. I guess I'll figure out how to work this fucking program. By the way, I'm working with Logic. I've never really worked with Logic, but Pro Tools was giving me too much of a problem.
There you go.
Fuck it.
Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna step away from the mic. She's short. She has glasses, and her name is Kayla. Kayla Baker. Oh, you know her now?
I think I've seen that name once or twice before.
Okay, but anyways, she's attractive, to say the least. But anyways, it's one of those things. We were talking, whatever, and there was some fucked up shit that she went through, and whatever, blah blah blah. Who cares? It doesn't fucking matter. But with that being said, finally got to the point where I just, I asked
Let's fuck.
Well, no, I asked her to hang out because the type of person that I am, it's like
fuck Netflix and chill, Disney Plus and thrust.
Right. And I was warned by a close friend of mine that just because her body, and this is the key, just because her body is a 7 doesn't mean that she's going to be all that great, because it turns out that her personality's a fucking 2. And basically, I was warned.
Beautiful people have the ugliest hearts sometimes.
Exactly. And the thing for me was that I thought this girl was pretty fucking attractive, right? Like, genuinely she was attractive. And, she...
Bug wanna smash.
Pretty much.
Bug wanna smash.
But the type of person that I am, I'm not the type of person, like, to be... Well, which, I mean, then yet again, it's because I've never, like, acted that way or tried to achieve that, but in a sense of, like, a fuck buddy. Like, I've just never done that. I've always looked at someone as, from a relationship standpoint of wanting to be able to just kind of have a relationship.
Build a
with
life
someone.
with that.
And again, am I stupid for thinking that at the age of 19?
I've been with my girlfriend for 5 years, dude.
Yes.
I'm 21. Do the math.
Exactly. And
I'm very happy. We have a dog, my guy.
Yep. No, I mean, that's even a thing, too. It's just some people think differently than others, but I've always been... Would you call it a traditionalist?
No, it'd just be someone who values women in a way that you don't want to just
disrespect.
Fuck them. You don't want to just fuck them. You want to actually get to know them and build a relationship with them.
Cuddle.
You want to cuddle, but
cuddle.
you want your boner to poke them in the butt.
Fair enough. But anyways, get this, right? So she asked me to go to the mall with her, and this is probably one of the most embarrassing stories of my life.
And that's coming out
that,
at a time where no one's gonna fucking listen,
right? That's why I figured it's the perfect time to bring this up. But no, anyways, so she invited me to go to the mall with her because she was going to the salon to get her nails done, and she wanted someone to hang out with. So me, being the nice guy that I am, excuse me, nice guy, more like dumbass motherfucker. And basically, I was like, oh, fuck. Like, and she's like, oh, it seems like you really don't want to go. And I'm like, well, I'll go if you want me to go. But it's like, you know me, you know my personality. Like, I'm not the type of guy who is perfectly okay with hanging out at the fucking mall. That's not my shit. So anyways.
No, you like to hang out in the woods, get drunk around a fire, and fuck them. When you can't remember, you fuck them.
That or they can't remember.
See, that's rape.
If they consent, they consent. Okay?
Get it in writing or on record.
Get it in writing. If they consent and they say game on, it's game on. But anyways, basically she wanted me to go to mall with her, and I'm like, fuck. All right, well, cool. And get this, right? She's like, I'm surprised most guys aren't willing to, take the time to, like go to the mall with someone. And I'm like, well, honey, I'm not like every other guy. And it's funny because...
I'm not like the others.
It's okay. She's like, all right, well, I'll let you know tomorrow, what the plan is. And, we'll meet up at the mall and we'll hang out. And I'm like, all right, cool. So the next morning, she hits me up. And I'm like, all right, okay, cool. But then she gives me a disclaimer saying, I'm not looking for a fuck buddy or a relationship. And I'm like, really? You couldn't tell me that, like, last fucking night? When you wanted me to go to the mall with you, you couldn't say...
I'm trying to build a relationship with somebody and make love.
Exactly. And it's like, you couldn't fucking tell me that before.
I mean, I get it. She wasn't trying to, like, turn you off instantly from, trying to hang out. But
because
maybe that's what you need. Maybe that's what you as an individual need to do. Like me and Aaron did. You need to be friends at first.
Fuck that. Well, because you know what? You know what's funny? She's done this to multiple other people. You know why? The story gets better, Dick. Just wait. So I go to the mall, the Hazleton Mall.
Ew.
Exactly.
Ew, you went to fucking Hazleton?
Exactly.
Nasty.
What a fucking waste.
Nasty.
So I show up and she's like, okay, well, I'm at the salon getting my nails done, so
Bitch, that's nasty.
I'll hit you up after I'm done. So the only fucking store that I can stand to go into is fucking Dunham's. So I'm in Dunham's walking around holding my dick. She finally hits me up and says, hey, the nail salon was actually closed, so I didn't get my nails done. And she's like, but I'm going to TJ Maxx. I ran into one, no, sorry. Her exact words were, I ran into one of my friends, so we're in TJ Maxx. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll come meet you up. And I'm expecting...
Threesome!
Right? I'm expecting to walk in and see
Girl
her.
on girl on guy.
Oh, wait. Oh, it gets better. It gets better. I'm expecting to show up and see her hanging out with one of her girlfriends.
Oh, so it's guy on girl.
I show up, right? And this fucking bitch ran into one of her friends. And guess what? It was a guy. It was another guy. And you know how fucking awkward it is when you have two guys who basically want to fuck this girl, and they're both trying to like hang out with her and talk to her and make jokes at the same you know what I'm saying? Like it just came to the point where like I showed up and it was awkward, and it got to the point where like I kind of like walked to a different section of TJ Maxx and like kind of let them do their thing because like fuck this is fucking stupid.
It's not worth it.
And I'm standing there and I'm like, what a waste of my fucking
time, gas, energy, money.
Exactly my
and
time.
You know, fighting off that boner the entire time, that probably took a lot of fucking energy.
No, honestly, the second I showed up and saw that there was another guy there, it was just like limp dick. And it's funny because she put me in the friend zone that morning. And she's like, "Hey, just like a heads up, like I'm not looking for a fuck buddy. Don't want to be." It's like I'm just looking for a friend. And I'm like, "All right, well, I assume that because you wanted to go out for lunch." Usually when a bitch tells you she wants to go out for fucking lunch, that means, guess what, motherfucker? Congratulations, you've landed yourself into the friend zone. And with that being said, you might as well just fucking keel over and fucking die now.
You might as well fuck yourself with a dildo. Dildo to be exact.
Exactly, because she is just going to fucking use you because she's an attention-seeking little cunt.
So I was going to say whore, but okay.
Whore, cunt, whatever.
That took it to a whole new level. Thank you. Too many people are afraid to say that word. Cunt.
Thank you. But anyways, with that being said, basically, I had warnings. I had fair warnings that she was an attention-seeking cunt.
A big, fat, stupid cunt.
Yeah. But basically, I had fair warnings of, hey, this bitch is a fucking attention-seeking cunt. And instead of listening to those warnings, I said, I gave it the benefit of the doubt. Like, I'll give this a shot. If this goes to complete hell, I'll be done with it. I'll never do it again. So basically, we're hanging out. We're in fucking TJ Maxx. And this guy, who's been in the friend zone way, way longer than I have, is trying to fucking be funny, fucking flirt with her and shit. And when I'm there and I'm witnessing this shit, this is like, God, dude, you're so fucking pathetic. And then I stop and I look at
you realize, wait, I'm pathetic too.
Exactly. And I'm like, all right, dude, I need to get the fuck out of here. So, like how every mall, at least in northeastern Pennsylvania, has an Anzie's Pretzels.
Most malls in northeastern Pennsylvania are half dead.
Exactly. And she goes, oh, okay, well, let's go get some fucking pretzels and shit. And I'm like, oh, cool. So we go to get some fucking food, and I tell you what, this motherfucker knows he's in the friend zone, and at least he will try to somewhat take advantage of that, because, he's getting completely shitted on. But she offers to buy him food. And, of course, him, not being a dumb motherfucker, says yes. But me, being the strong, independent man that I am, she's like, hey, you want anything? And I'm like, no. Like, thank you, bitch, but I make my own money. I'm a strong, independent person. I am not a needy, dependent person.
I just saw the perfect meme for this entire story.
And there you go.
So you know that meme where there's two girls pointing at the cat.
Yes, and then it's the cat. Yes.
Yeah. This is two girls over the two girls. Says, you said the last thing you'd do was break my heart, and the cat. And the last thing I did was that.
But anyways, she looks at me. She goes, "You want me to buy you any food?" And I'm like, "Fuck no." It's like, I think what I said was like, I don't want anything. I'm not that hungry. So she buys his food, and then I'm in line and the freaking woman running the cashier or the fucking. God damn, I can't talk now. I just feel like I just picked up a speech impediment out of nowhere. There must be something in the air around here.
I think it might be the whiskey.
Yeah, it's possible. But anyways, with that being said,
take another shot.
But anyways, with that being said, basically, I was kind of like, fuck it, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna have you buy me shit. And I ended up buying my own pretzels. She's like, I thought you weren't hungry. And I'm like, changed my fucking mind. So anyways, we're sitting down at this table. It's me, her, and the other guy. And it was just funny because, like, dude, I'm like, this is fucking awkward. So I sent a text to one of my buddies saying, hey, call me in like 5 minutes saying your car broke down and you need me to come pick you the fuck up. he's like, all right. 5 minutes goes by.
Classic get out of anything bullshit.
Exactly. If my phone rings, I pick up. Yo, man, what's going on? Yeah, dude, my car broke down. And like, oh shit, is someone gonna come pick you up? Oh no, I haven't talked to anybody yet to see if they can come get me. Okay. Where you at? Oh, I'm on 309 or whatever, some bullshit. And I'm like, all right, you need me to come get you? And he's like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, all right, dude, I'll be right there. So I hang up, look at them, and go, all right, guys, well, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to get going. My car's red. Or, yeah. My
friend's car. My car's friend.
My car's
friend. That sounds like a country music title. My car's friend broke down. His girl left him on the side of the road.
Trucks break down, dogs run off. Politicians lie, been fired by the boss. I'm gonna get copyrighted by Luke Combs. But no, anyways, I was like,
copyright lawsuits for the win, motherfucker.
Yeah, no, but so anyways, with that being said,
hey, what's that happen? We have to take the podcast down.
I guess we just take it down and cry because that was just 3 hours of just sadness.
Fuck.
No, but anyways, with that being said, I was like, all right, guys, I gotta go. And honestly, I haven't talked to her. She hasn't hit me up. I think she kind of knows what happened there, and I think she kind of knows that, like,
she knows she fucked you. She knows she fucked you over and killed your boner.
Yep, and pretty much I'm fucking heading out. It's like, fuck this shit. I ain't sticking around for this.
Buke probably faps the photos of her at night.
You need to see a photo of this woman.
Hey, buddy, is she a minor?
Not anymore.
Then it doesn't matter.
Oh, God, guilty.
Because, buddy, think about it this way. I have a minor at work. She's cool and all. She's really cool. But for the love of God, she is the nastiest fucker ever. I don't think I can legally hear half the shit she's saying as a minor.
Oh, I mean, that's the way it rolls. Girls nowadays, you want to hear a good story. I never told you about again, funny story. Hold on, let me pull this up for you.
Some of this has to happen off the mic.
Oh,
let's cut it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
let's cut this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll
whatever you gotta fucking
we'll
do.
discuss, and then we'll come up with a topic for next week.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm off Sunday.
This upcoming Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Quite interesting. Maybe we'll have to schedule perhaps a potential meeting to actually sit down
to do this again
with the creative process, and hopefully this time actually have a topic that makes sense and that works. Anyways,
long story short, for 2.5 hours, 2 hours.
This bitch put me in the friend zone. I was like, all right, I'll go hang out with her. To do the whole maybe be friends at first, and then it'll turn into something down the road. And then I saw that she was also playing this other dumb motherfucker. I was like, yeah, fuck you. I'm out. See you later. Ta-ta, bye. End of story. So anyways,
all right,
we could pretty much about cut it there. I would think it would be appropriate.
All right.
So with that being said,
thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening to the Real Shit Podcast, of course. And if you made it this far,
thank you.
Congratulations, you must have no fucking life.
or you must have a really long drive.
That or a very long drive, and it's like, hey, you know what? Guess what? Seriously though, if you listened, if you got to this point, I always say this at the end of every single one, just for the people if they actually do listen to the whole thing. Do appreciate it as always, because honestly, I hope people find this entertaining, because that's honestly what it is at the end of the day. It's stuff that goes on in life. It's just real. Again, it's in the title, the Real Shit Podcast. It's stuff that happens. It's everyday stuff that we deal with. If you find some enjoyment out of it, awesome.
Great.
I did my job as a content creator. I want to thank Nick for joining me today. This is awesome. We're gonna have to
hopefully moving forward.
Exactly. No, absolutely. I think this is something that gonna try to begin to have guests regularly. Obviously, you will probably be one of them. And
I'll probably be regular.
Extremely, yes. And I think that it's gonna be good. Obviously, as a solo act.
No podcast can just have one person.
No, exactly. I mean, as a solo
look
act,
at every podcast.
Exactly.
They always have at least two.
You need to have the two personalities that help encourage the other personality and help it grow and, be more entertaining.
And encourage the bullshit.
Encourage the bullshit. But anyways, with that being said,
motherfucker.
You're right. anyways, with that being said, thank you all for listening. And, yeah, you've been listening to The Real Shit Podcast.
Bye.
Bye. See you next time.
Bye. Have a great time.
Copyright infringement number 8 or 9.
Seriously, thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time.